Man, people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that I'm 32 years old and that I live in my Tesla. But what I think is crazy is spending $1,000 to $2,000 a month on a place, especially when you don't have savings or an emergency fund set up. Why would I get such an expensive car when I could just get a cheap car? So these are all questions that people ask me, and this is what I want to talk about in today's video. Like I said just a second ago, it's to save money to put in a savings account and to have an emergency fund. When you might ask, why don't I just get a cheaper car and then save extra money like that? But the point is, me personally, I can afford to have both. I could live in an apartment and I can afford my car easily, and I can still put money on the side. But that's not the point. The point is, when you get to my age at 32, and if you live life and you didn't have all these different cards handed to you like good cards, if you had a single parent home, you didn't know exactly what you're going to do when you got out of high school, you had all these ups and downs as far as your mental health, you just end up in these situations. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck and they had no formal financial literacy training just at home, just through life. You know, your parents may tell you to not use credit cards or to save money, but they don't tell you the nitty gritty and the real details about saving money and financial literacy, credit, business, and things of that nature. So, a lot of these things, people my age, if you have the same situation as me, then you are learning these things as you get older, as you grow. See, like, for instance, I didn't have a father growing up. Not to say that it has actually a lot to do with my situation, but I had to learn how to grow to become a man. Like, I had to learn how to just do certain manly things that people think that men should do. But as far as myself, I had to figure out what it is for me to be a man. And so this whole asking the question of why would you sleep in your car? Why don't you just get in a cheaper car? Things like that. Everybody's situation is different. The reason why I got this Tesla is because it's a nice car. It's reliable. It's safe. It drives itself. I live 7.5 hours away from where I work at. I'm a traveler. So I'm traveling back and forth and back and forth. I live with my mom when I come back home and I spend time with her, and I have a girlfriend and things of that nature. When I see my girlfriend and when she wants to spend time, sometimes I'll get a hotel. So I'll still spend time with her getting a hotel. We go out to dinner, go to the movies. So my life is pretty much normal. The only thing that is different is that I sleep in the car. But I still have a lot of savings and a lot of emergency fund. It's not to flex on anybody, it's just to explain my mindset in doing this. I didn't have any savings. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. I was not good at saving, and I was really not good with my finances. I had a lot of debt. I had a lot of things that were in collections and things of that nature. But when I got this job that I have now, I work for the power plant, and I started making really good money doing the craft that I do. I was like, okay, this is the moment that I need to start focusing and I need to start becoming a new person. I told myself I had two goals. One, I wanted to gain weight. I've always been skinny. I've always been less than 130 pounds. I've always been like 125 to like 135. I could never get to like 140, 150, 160, up. So I told myself, if I can change my body and change the way I view myself in my mind and other people can see it, then I can do anything. So I did that with my body and I did the same thing with my finances. So I started eating. I started eating a lot. I started eating a lot. I didn't really go to the gym at first because I just wanted to show myself that it was possible for me to gain weight. Some people don't believe it in themselves that they can lose weight. But I'm here to tell you that, yeah, you can change anything about you if you have the mindset about it. So I first changed my weight. Then after I changed my weight, I was like, bet, I'm going to do this Why Not Money channel. I was staying with a guy, right? I was staying with a coworker, and the living situation was just not ideal. It was a lot of stuff going on during that time. My car got broken into. I got into a car accident. My other car that I had at the time, I got into a car accident. It was really bad. Like, it was scary. I almost died, honestly. And so all that stuff was happening. I had to get a rental car. And that was when I first got this job. When I first came out here, and I was just like, man, I don't know if this is for me. So I was like, I prayed to God and I asked God, I was like, is this right? Should I just go back home? Should I just give up on all this? But I was like, nah, I'm going to stick through it. I'm going to see it through. So I saw it through. And so I told the guy after I couldn't live at his place no more, I'm going to go live. I'm just pretty much started living in my car. I had the rental car and I put the seats down and I started living in my rental car. Once I did that for like a week, that's when I came up here on YouTube and I started making the Why Not Money channel. I made a dedication that I'm going to save $1,000. Once I save 1,000, I'm going to save 10,000. And then who knows what my next goal was going to be from there. But I accomplished it. I saved $1,000. I paid all my debt, all my bills, owed money. I got myself clear. And then I went ahead and I saved $10,000 in like 4 or 5 months. And that was the most disciplined that I've seen myself ever. And that only took like a year and a half to 2 years for me to get to where I'm at now mentally. So when people ask me, oh, why don't you just get an apartment? Oh, don't you have enough saved now? Like, it's not even about that. It's to show myself that when I am successful and that when I hit where I want to hit, when I am monetized on YouTube and I'm making content and this is my full-time gig and I'm out here and inspiring people and I have the freedom from having to go to a 9 to 5 and I can spend time with my girl, my family, my future kids, my brothers, my sisters, my friends. And I'll be able to look back and I'll be able to help more people financially as well. I'll look back and be like, yeah, man, I lived in the car for 2 years, but I was able to change my whole trajectory of my mindset and my confidence about myself. I was able to transform myself from the ground up, literally from rags to riches, literally from being homeless, living in a car to wherever I'm going to be, which is very successful. And I see that. But it took me having to reset. I literally felt like I was at, let's say, I'm 32. So let's say I was at level 32. I got put back to level 0. My car got stolen, broken into. They stole my MacBook, my cameras, my SD cards, content, you guys. I have another YouTube channel, by the way. I have another YouTube channel where I have over 6,000 subscribers. And so when I made this channel, it was literally me restarting everything. And so it just showed me that as long as I stay focused and put something to my mind and stay consistent, I can do anything. So I don't care how my circumstances look on the outside to other people or even to myself, because the visual presentation of my outer circumstances is not who I am inside. That does not represent who I am. So I know who I am, and so therefore I'm gonna do what it takes to get to where I need to go. My mental state, I'm in a mansion or I'm in a very nice house. I'm in a gated community. I'm saving up. I see myself stacking 100K. I see my high yield savings account making money for me. I see myself investing into my Roth IRA and the S&P 500, and I'm making 7 to 10% every year. So when I put in that $100,000, I'm making $7,000 off of that 100,000 tax free until I'm 60. And when I'm 65, I'll take it out and I'll be a millionaire just off of that alone, not including YouTube, any other type of business that I will do. And so that's what I want to inspire you guys to do. It doesn't matter what your outer circumstance looks like. It doesn't matter what people say, what people think of you and judge you about. See, I like it when people comment. I love it when you guys comment and you ask genuine questions. Some people just hate. They don't have any type of actual constructive criticism to tell you. They'll just tell you this, but that fuels me. It doesn't matter if it's a positive thing. It doesn't matter if it's a negative thing. The negative thing shows me that I made an impact on somebody and they took the time out. They took the time out of their lives to do whatever they were going to do, and they gave it to me. They gave it to my video. They gave it to my words. They gave it to my thought and my idea. That means my idea mattered. So that means I can refine myself further. So even if they say something negative, I could think about it and be like, okay, is that true? Yes or no? And then I can improve myself on that. Also, if they say something positive, I could be like, you know what, that's great, but I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna go ahead and get ahead of that. But I'm gonna always be grateful. I'm gonna say thank you. I appreciate you, and I do appreciate you. I have 330 subscribers on this channel currently at this moment right here, and so I appreciate every single one of you because it's really important, you guys. I have to really think about it that when you guys watch my channel, you're not giving me money, but you're giving me something even more important than money. You're giving me your time, your undivided attention. Attention is the most important thing. Time and attention are the two most important things that we have, because everything that we put in our attention on is going inside our mind and into our subconscious mind, and it is affecting our actions on a daily basis. So you guys allowing me to be inside your subconscious mind, I'm very grateful for that. And so I do not want to waste your time, and I want to inspire you with my time. So that's why when I make these videos, I really want to stress the importance of yourself and taking action and being consistent. So if you want to make a YouTube channel, if you want to do something like a better habit for yourself, whether that's going to the gym, if you have a goal that you want to go to school, you want to start a career, you want to start a family, I encourage you. I know that the world is scary. I know there's so much negativity out there for people who look like me, for people who look like you, all that. I don't care if it's black, white, male, female, gay, straight, whatever it may be. We are all human beings, and we all deserve decency, kindness, and we should all deserve to live our life and get things done that we want done. And we should be able to trust in ourselves to get it done. So I trust in myself, and I trust in you, and I believe in you. And so that's why I come up here and I make these videos, and I'm making my videos for 90 days straight. So please join me. If you found any type of value from this video, I really ask you to like the video and comment below what was your favorite part and why did you end up coming to my channel. If you are subscribed or not, tell me what's up. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. My name is Sun Yanasan. This is Why Not Money, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.